Back to Jessheim here in Norway for the Paralympic Winter Games qualifiers here. It's day 4, we've had a day of rest, and these teams are ready to get back at it. I'm Charlie Skinner, I've been here for all of this tournament, and I'm excited to see what we have in store for these final 2 days. Game 1 of today, Korea versus Kazakhstan. Korea with 2 wins versus both Japan and Sweden, with that loss versus Norway. They have a big full bench, whereas on the other side, Kazakhstan, they just have 7 players. Korea are going to be looking for this win, as it could all come down to their game tomorrow versus Slovakia. But here we go as referee Matt Figgenbaum drops the puck here. So far Kazakhstan with 0 wins, but can they make an upset here? Kazakhstan with possession of the puck here. Trying to clear it away from the zone, but it will go into the Koreans' possession. Siwoo here with the puck. Passing it to Seok. Shoots it, but saves. Dongshin tries to come in for that rebound there, but doesn't get the shot off. Young Jae. Sung Kwang shoots it through traffic, but it's stopped. Bokhanov here for Kazakhstan. Just didn't have any support, and Siwoo will now take the puck. Seok with the puck. Passing it to Sung Hwan. He shoots, and it's just to the right. We will see a penalty already on the play, though, as Korea get their 6th skater on. Sung Hwan. Passing it to Siwoo, not quite on the stick. The penalty, delay penalty still in play though. We'll see interference call here really early on into the game. The call here on that number 7, Bondarenko. Bondarenko earning himself that 10-minute penalty in Friday's game. Bokhanov here with the puck. Just shoots it over the net there. Jung Ho drops it back. Korea now with the puck. Toktarbayev just clears it. It's kept in. Bokhanov. Big physical play there, but will in Korea. A holding call there. Korean captain Young Sung holding there. That will nullify the man advantage they have here against Kazakhstan. We'll see 4-on-4 for 1 minute 8. Sung Hwan is racing for the puck here. Shormanov can't clear it. Sung Hwan passes it to Siwoo, who just can't get it on the net. Dangerous there. Siwoo's waiting at the back door. Siwoo. Attempts to pass across to Sung Hwan here, but doesn't connect. Siwoo though, with the puck, scores. Catching Basmanov by surprise there. Siwoo getting it past the Kazakh goalie there, giving Korea that lead. Dong-ho, this is Krytbayev on the face-off dot here. Krytbayev with possession in the Korean zone. Shot on net, saved. And just drops it in short to pick back up. Shomanov in neutral ice. A race back there, and it's going to be icing Kazakhstan just as their penalty expires. So we will see 5 Kazakh skaters back on. Here, a pass up to Bondarenko back on the ice. Passes up to Krytbayev, but just doesn't connect. Korea keeper in the Kazakh zone. Inchul sending it back around the boards. As the Korean player comes back onto the ice, but there is again another penalty on the play here. Kazakhstan, they'll find themselves short-handed for a team call. Looks like there's going to be 2 penalties on the play here. Bondarenko back in the penalty box alongside Shomanov here. 2 minutes of 5-on-3 here for Korea. Dongshin will collect it from Korea's attack here. Despite having the 2-man advantage, Korea iced their puck. We'll see Siwoo versus Krytbayev on the face-off dot here. Toktarbayev across the zone there. Dongshin with the puck, passing it across to Sung Hwan. Putting it back for Seok, who shoots. With Siwoo there, ready for the tip-in. Doesn't make it happen though. Great save from Basmanov. Pass up to Sung Hwan, passing it back to Dongshin. Dongshin with a big shot. Again, Siwoo attempting to tip it in, but doesn't quite go onto the net. That was a missed pass there. Korea come back out the zone. 38 seconds left on their 5-on-3. Seok dropping it to Siwoo. Siwoo skates in and puts it in the back of the net there. Great work from Siwoo. Just waiting for the clock to be fixed there. Again, Korea just scored, but they're still on the 5-on-4. Bondarenko straight on the pressure there. Toktarbayev with the puck. Passing it into Bondarenko. Bondarenko can't do anything with it though. Korea doing a really good job of knowing who's going to be taking the puck. Lots of communication there out on the ice. Both teams now at full strength. Yiha in the zone, passing it across. The puck still lives as they scramble for it. Young Sun puts himself in front of the net. Cannot just tap that puck in though. Korea, Youngsung shoots just too high though. Inchul will battle at the blue line. Korea retreat back into the neutral zone. Youngsung. They're able to just not give Kazakhstan any possession here. And even when Kazakhstan do just capitalize on their mistakes. Shomanov again tries to pass it but intercepted by the Koreans. Bogdanov looking for somewhere to pass to. Icing call here, and Bogdanov will try to just chase after it, but unsuccessful. We will see icing as Kazakhstan take the face-off in their defensive zone. Siwoo on the face-off dot, accompanied by Young Jae there, and Seok. Siwoo passing it, Seok. Exultan will pass up here to Pash Khalidi. And just offside there for Kazakhstan. Siwoo facing off against Karitbayev here. Karitbayev doing well to win some of these face-offs. And it's covered by Basmanov. Seung-hwan with a shot and it's blocked out in front. Kazakhs try to clear it, but Seok will take possession. Dongshin with a shot saved by Basmanov. Taktabayev just can't collect it. Korea can't find it on their sticks either. Pass across is intercepted by Buksultan. Clears it out of the zone. Bondarenko is going to skate hard to try and intercept Seok here. Karitbayev. Seok just putting it around the boards there. Seung-hwan passing it on to Siwoo. Siwoo able to skate through some of the Kazakh players, dropping it to Seung-hwan. Covered there by Basmanov. Youngson here on the blue line. Youngson again. Shoots for traffic, but intercepted. Inchul, though, will have a shot, and it's saved by Basmanov. Jung-ho dumping it into the zone. Jung-ho passing it up the ice. Yeehaw tries to pass it back, but Taktabayev will get it. Tries to clear it, but Jung-ho keeps it in. Youngsung again intercepted by the Kazakh players here. Pass up the ice doesn't connect. Inchul will dump it back into the Kazakh zone. Again, Kazakhstan just not finding any of their players on the passing. Bondarenko under pressure from Seok there. Siwoo here, passing it in. Youngjae just couldn't get possession on the puck though. Siwoo, great job keeping that in the zone. Now Dongshin has the puck. Seok. Taktabayev though will knock it out of the zone. Putting pressure on Youngjae here. Pass up to Siwoo, doesn't connect. And Bokhanov's doing a great job. still in the Kazakh zone, and Seok passes to Seung-hwan. Is patient, just waits that extra second for Basmanov to react too soon, and will put it in the back of the net. Korea 3, Kazakhstan 0. It's getting late into the period here now. Kazakhstan will already start feeling the effects of just having 7 skaters. Korea having nearly twice as many players as Kazakhstan. And it will be hard for them as we get later on into the game too. Looks like some repairs happening on the ice here for the Korean player. Great to see some in Kazakhstan helping as well. Always great morale from Kazakhstan. Even when they find themselves struggling against teams, their teams seem to be able to pick themselves up. And they're always in good spirits. Actually ran into a few of the team yesterday in Oslo. It was great to say hello to them. See them enjoying themselves in their free time. Bokhanov passing back. Pashkalidi with a big hit on the in-chill there. Knocking him off the puck. Krytbayev will take it behind, but put under pressure by Yiha. Bokhanov though loses his stick. Krytbayev just struggling to keep it on side. Really close there, but it was offside. And look, just constant line changes from Korea. Meanwhile, Kazakhstan putting in the minutes. 16 versus 16. Sibu here. Krytbayev doesn't clear it away. Seok has the puck, but will be swarmed by Kazakh. Wow, great shot there. Again, puck was loose. Kazakh players could not clear it out. Seung-hwan there, just managing to put it in the back of the net. Basmanov there, just at a bit of a loss. Already with some big saves this game, but unfortunately he just doesn't have that team in front of him. Seok dumping it in. Seung-hwan will compete against Buxelton and Pashkalidi, but will not get possession. Seok here though, tries to make a play happen, but is on his front. Youngson, shot. The Koreans back in the neutral zone. A shot in towards the net there. Kazakhs trying to just skate it out, but every attempt is just shut down by Korea. Korea absolutely controlling the game here. Young Sung. Just Pash Khalidi with a stick stuck in. I'm not sure whose stick that is. I'm assuming one of his teammates. A bit of laughter from the Kazakh bench about that. And that is the end of the period here. Great period from Korea, 4-0. Had more chances, but there just a few mistakes from them. Kazakhstan, though, really struggling to leave their zone. And once they do, they just cannot connect those passes together. It's going to be hard work for Kazakhstan. Like I said, nearly half as many skaters as Korea. It's really hard to compete for such a big prize when you already put yourself in a disadvantage like that. As both teams leave the ice. We'll take a short break, 14 minutes here, and we'll be back for the second period. Can Kazakhstan open up their scoring in this game? Or will we see Korea run away with the game? We will see in just 14. See you in a bit. Yeah. Korea 4, Kazakhstan 0. Korea set themselves perfectly up for day 5 if they can find the win here. We see Kazakhstan switch goalies here. Mukhtar Koilibayev will now be between the posts, and we will see period 2 start right now. Bokhanov here. Shomanov passing it up. Again, just Kazakhstan struggling to find each other's sticks. Putting their stick. Puck to stick. An outlet pass here to Dongshin. Xiang Quan here entering the zone. Young Sung. As Koilibayev makes his first save. Bondarenko again can't clear it. Will gives it a chance to skate into the zone with a puck. Sultan here will pass it right up to Bondarenko. Gets a touch on it, but not control. Siwoo passing it up to Xiang Quan. Outlet pass to Young Sung here. Just misses the net though. Siwoo here now. Can just take his time, Jong Ho. Now Bokhanov has possession of the puck. Passing it to Krytbayev. Shomanov. Krytbayev with the shot. Deflected by a player in front. Great pass up there to Yeeha, but offside. Before this game, there's 3 teams tied on 6 points coming into today. Korea being one of them. Of course, the standings can look completely different after today. There's a big game later on as Norway take on Slovakia. Norway, if they find the win in that game, can consider their job done for the week. But of course, Slovakia dropping a game, they're not going to want to drop another. Just waiting here for the net to be put back on. Linesperson Marius Manson Oswald there, part-time linesman, part-time ice maintenance. It's the second time we've seen this week him grabbing the drill. other alliance person, of course, Andreas Lundin from Sweden. Jihyun here with the puck. Offside. Bexelton here now. We'll pass it up to Kuritbayev. Bexelton had support nearer to him. I would like to see those players all skate up together rather than a stretch pass. Jihyun here. Just toying with Kazakhstan. Inchul. Passing it across the ice to Yiha. Jung-ho here. Yiha. Kuritbayev passing to Tuktabayev. Inchul trying to just dash it off the boards there, but accidentally hitting the ref skate. Apologies there from Matthew Feigenbaum. Daihan covering the puck. Hasn't seen that much action yet this game. Kazakhstan only recording a single shot on goal in the last period. And look at this speed here from Xiang Huan. Can't quite get back onto his skates though. Dongxin though is now here. Siwoo. Dongxin over towards Xiang Huan, who just doesn't make the shot. Dongxin though takes a shot of his own to the left of the net though. Kuritbayev again clearing it just up the ice. Off the boards, Young Sung will now set up Korea for another offence. Sung Hwan here. Intercepted by Bokhanov. We know Bokhanov can skate. I'd like to see him skate harder in the zone there. Again, pass intercepted by Korea as it is sent into the Kazakh zone, and that will be icing. Korea clear the zone. Bexelton will just dump it gently in, but it is offside. Bokhanov neutralize, passing it up, but there's nobody there. Seok will race. Drops it to Young Sung. He skates into the net, knocking it off. Some tired Kazakh bodies out there. I would love for them though to get Their teamwork flowing a little bit more, finding each other on the ice. That will set them up for a chance on net. Kazakhstan winning the face-off, and the shot just deflected through, I think, Yiha's sled. Toktabayev now in the corner. Jong-ho passing it up. Bondarenko passing across the ice into Toktabayev. Toktabayev again just trying to drop into box time, but just intercepted by the Korean stick there. Ji-hyun now with a shot, and it's saved by number 88. Again, a big stretch play for Kazakhstan, just intercepted. Toktabayev now in the neutral zone. And here's icing. Bokhanov. Bokhanov on the face-off dot, opposite Jong-ho. Koreans win face-off in their defensive zone. Pashkalidi on the ice, keeping it in. Now Toktabayev with some space. Tries to pass it in again to Bokhanov, but intercepted by Korean players, who now get a chance their own again. Yiha racing down the rink. Ji-hyun. Great pass up to Siwoo there, waiting in the neutral zone, and now waiting for that pass to Jong-ho. Again, a great save by Kolybayev. Siwoo takes a big hit but rolls straight over, but we will see now a penalty. So again, it will be penalties for both teams. Pashkalidi looks like he's being called for the high stick, but then Siwoo being called there for the roughing call. A lesson there not to retaliate as much as you would like to. Play will restart in the Kazakh zone. 4-on-4 now, a little bit of space opens up. This puck will be iced. But waved off. Dongshin able to skate into the zone. Passing it to Youngsung, who shoots it, but Shurmanov just picks it up. Toktabayev dumping it out of the zone. But there is no Kazakh players heading for it. Toktabayev just cutting off Dongshin there. Dongxing shoots on goal and a save by Kazakh goalie there. Beksultan now along the boards, but Sayuk is coming in after him. Krytbayev needs to clear this out. Tokhtarbayev. Again though, Sayuk will just find that puck. Dongshin passing it to the captain there, who just bats it in. Shomanov. Krytbayev. Tokhtarbayev with a shot into the glove of the number 82 Bong Daihan. Seen a better period from Kazakhstan here. "19 seconds of this 4-on-4. Krytbayev. And Jong-ho on the face-off dot. Ji-hyun. And both players have come back onto the ice here now, so we'll resume with 5-on-5. Pashklidi just clearing the zone. Shomanov working hard for the puck. And the Kazakhs will sandwich Siwoo between them. But there'll be a holding call now on Siwoo. Siwoo. Not happy about that, as you wouldn't be with any penalty, but especially as he's only just come back onto the ice after saving another. Saw some big hits by Siwoo in the last game on Friday. Beksultan now, shot but blocked by Inchul. Krytbayev passing it into Beksultan. Again, just can't make a shot. Krytbayev blocking the clear, but again, Kazakhstan just can't do anything with it. Jong-ho clearing it off the boards. Shomanov clearing it out of their zone. Krytbayev. Inchul rushing to get onto the bench there as the puck was coming towards. Beksultan. Bokhanov saved easily by Daihan though. We've seen a lot more shots on the net from Kazakhstan. But their power play is about to end in just a few seconds. Shomanov here. Bondarenko just not getting it on the puck. And Siwoo out of the box, straight on the pressure. Looks like Shomanov is in some discomfort there on the ice. Again, another hit from Siwoo. Playing very physically. Stick taps from both teams as Shomanov gets onto his skates, skating off on his own accord. Kazakhstan can't afford to lose a single player. Next whole time here to Karitbayev. Siwoo. Passes into Sungkwan in front of the net. Siwoo though will just wait at the back door and tap it in. I believe that's the hat-trick goal now for Siwoo. Great performance today. First goal of this period too, with just 1 minute left. As we see some dancing from the referees at centre ice. Dongshin with a long shot there, off target. Cleared by Kazakhstan, but Kazakh players just can't race after it. And we'll see icing called. Shot in there by Jihyun, covered by the Kazakh goalie. As they reset the face-off again. Jung-ho. In Korea, keeping his zone, in the zone. Young Jae passing to Jihyun. Bokhanov just trying to keep possession. Bondarenko passing it back. Tuck Tarbayev and Bokhanov will chase after it. As the period ends here in Jessheim. Better period there from Kazakhstan. Seeing just the one goal from Korea and a lot more shots from Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan getting closer and closer to scoring that goal. They've only scored one goal this whole tournament so far, so I'm sure they would love just to at least get something on the board here. Korea, though, they're going to be really happy, setting them up for the best possible outcome when it comes to tomorrow. We'll be back in just 40 minutes for the third period. here for the third period. Can we see Kazakhstan convert one of these shots to get a point on the board? Bondarenko puts it along the boards. A shot in right from the blue line from the captain there. Just goes off the side. Shomanov here. Bondarenko. Again, Siwu managing just to hit the Kazakh player down before they can make the pass. Seok passing it to Xionghuan. Passing it to Siwu, who's in front of the goalie. Has the opportunity to just slip it past behind, but doesn't. Seok wide. Siwu slides it right behind the goalie there. Another goal there from Siwu as Korea extend their lead. Korea will go on to play Slovakia tomorrow, and that will be a tough contest for them. Both of them top 2 ranked. Potentially for both of those teams, it will be an important win though, and could potentially decide the final standings. Big day of games tomorrow. Later on we see Japan take on Sweden. Again, Sweden chasing their first goal of their own. That first win of the tournament. Karetbayev in the neutral zone. Dumping it into the Korean zone. Beksultan. Toktabayev just feeding it into the central lane there, but there was nobody there to receive it. This could be icing now. Good hustle from Shomanov to just make sure the icing call was made. .3:30 local time, we have Japan versus Sweden. Ihab amongst the scrum there. Karetbayev has space, passing it up to Beksultan, but doesn't receive it onto the puck. Bokhanov cleared out the zone. just each time Kazakhstan get to the blue line, they lose all sense of teamwork and can't seem to find each other on the ice. Yeeha again, just dumping it up the ice. Shormanov is back, sending it around the board. Shot in there from Korea. Dongshin here shoots. Shormanov firmly has the puck on his stick there, dumping it out. Bokhanov. Shot stopped easily by Daihan. Taktarbayev just can't keep it in the zone there. Youngsung passing it to Siwoo. To Dongshin. Xianghwan with a chance there, but shut down by the Kazakh defense. Lexelton along the boards out the zone. And the puck will be collected back in the Korean zone. Pass to Xianghwan. Kept in by Shormanov. Shormanov just doesn't have any support though. And just as easy, Dongshin will clear it out of the zone. Beck Sultan along the boards. Taktarbayev can get it out of the zone across to Kuritbayev. Taktarbayev again. Siwoo is just able to drop the puck back. Shormanov dumping it in the blue line with his teammate offside there, so Kuritbayev. A massive slash will be a penalty for Kazakhstan. What on earth is Bokhanov thinking there? Bokhanov with a slash to the back there. That was horrendous to see. I'm hoping the Korean player is okay, but we've not seen them get up yet. Again, all these teams have great staff with them, as the Korean medical staff tend to their player. We see the ref just discuss. It'll be no surprise to not see Bokhanov again this game. We see there that still just being tended to by the staff as we await exactly what these penalties will be. 5 minutes for slashing. We see the Korean player back up on the skates. It looks like it was number 33 for Korea there, Young Jae. He'll return to the bench. And we'll see 5-minute penalty go up on the board. Korea now will look set to earn themselves another 3 points from this match, but we still don't know what the rest of the table will look like after today. We could see teams fighting until the final day for their spots. And again, this whole competition has been really tense competition. Every single game is like a playoff game here. The stakes are high. You see Bokhanov come off, and I'm wondering if that is because he won't be seeing the ice again this game. So, as the penalties come in, that is a game misconduct penalty there, with a 5-minute major called as well for the slashing. That'll be saved by number 73. Kazakhstan will be down to 6 men for this final 8 minutes, with one of them serving a 5-minute penalty. Later on today, like I said earlier, we have Japan versus Sweden. Sweden will be chasing their first win of the tournament here, but Japan will be looking to keep themselves in the race for that spot, for one of the 2 spots at the Paralympics next year. And then finally later on today we have Norway versus Slovakia, and what a game that will be. Norway can secure their route to the Paralympics tonight. All they have to do is be number 1 in this tournament. Slovakia will be desperate to make sure they win that game after dropping their game against Japan. As we get ready to get back to action here after the referees talk to both the teams. Inchul. Saved by the goalie there. Jihyun. Shot on net there. Jihyun will skate it right back behind his own net. As Korea tried to convert on this 5-minute opportunity they have. Inchul passing it forward to Young-sung, but doesn't quite connect. They'll return to the neutral zone and try again. Kazakhstan managing to clear it, but they're still in danger here as Korea are circling in their zone. Shot on towards net again, blocked by Shormanov. Jihyun passing it back to Yiha. Yiha will send it across the ice to Inchul. Pass to Yiha. Kazakhstan doing their best to keep some shape, mark their man, but Jongho. Shot saved by the Kazakh goalie here, and Krypayev will just send it down the ice. Kill some of this time on the penalty here. They still have another 2 minutes of 40 to kill. Yiha gives it to Siwoo. Siwoo can do some real damage on the power play. Krypayev. Shot just goes behind the net there. Young Jae. Glad to see him back on the ice. Dongshin shoots. And Siwoo will just tuck it back in the back door. 7-0 for Korea. And of course, as a major penalty is on the board, we will still see Kazakhstan short-handed. This is a good chance for Korea to just keep punishing Kazakhstan. As we reset for the face-off. Siwoo stay on the ice. Face-off alongside Krypayev. Kazakhstan win the face-off. Try to just send it into the Korean zone. Young Jae done a good job just intercepting the puck, but will just bring it back into their own zone anyway, just to rearrange themselves, ready for this attack down the ice. Siwoo. We know what a great player Siwoo is for Korea, even just from this game, but the speed, the physicality as well. 1 minute 35 remaining on this power play for Korea. Young Jae. Seok. Dumped in, and it will be icing. Yeah, Korea just icing the puck there. Didn't really need to do that. Maybe relying on Siwoo getting to the puck on time, but fortunately for them, that doesn't happen. Kazakhstan bringing all of their players up. Siwoo. Bayev keeps it in the zone. Tries to pass it to the captain there, but it doesn't connect. Seyuk will clear it from the zone. Passing it onto the stick of Siwoo here. Shormanov, though, will clear it out. Young Jae. Just great work, heads up. Great vision down the ice. Siwoo passing it to Seyuk. Pass not connecting there as Inkyom turn around for the change. 30 seconds left on the power play. Young Sung up to Ji-hyun. Inchul to Yiha. Big collision there. We have a full strength Kazakhstan now as Pash Kuladi comes onto the ice after serving that 5-minute major. Yiha now down in pain on the ice. Just a bit of discomfort there. The trainer's back on the ice. Kazakhstan only with this one extra player now. I imagine we will just see Pashkladi and Bondarenko just rotating with each other while the other four stay on the ice. And the trainer just treating the Korean player Korea choosing to make a change for the next face-off. Again, great sportsmanship there from Kritbayev, just with a fist bump as the player gets back up. 2 minutes 55 remaining here. I think we know the team that is going to win, unless we see a major upset, which would be impressive. Again, this will set Korea up with 9 points here. Putting pressure on both Japan and Slovakia to win their games today. Xiang Huan here, passing it across to Siwoo. How much have we seen this game? Saved though by Qualification. What a fearsome top line the Koreans have here. Seyuk, Young Jae, Xiang Huan, and of course Siwoo, Dongshin as well. We see Korea actually just giving this top line a run, not changing on what they usually do now they're in the lead. Can we see Kazakhstan do anything with the last of their energy in this game? The offside won't help as Xiang Huan tries to skate it up but is intercepted by Kazakh players, forcing Jessheim to make a save there. Put under pressure by the Kazakh captain Kuritbayev. Siwoo though. Loose puck. Young Jae will collect it. Passed up to Xiong Huan here, who then puts it on to Siwoo. Dongshin just loses the puck for a moment. Kuritbayev just on his front trying to crawl towards that puck. Shomanov with a big hit on Young Jae there. And here we see some plays we don't normally see that much from Korea. Seok, number 85, In Kyum, 24. Jun Young as well, number 50. Good game time for them as Korea prepare for their final game against Slovakia tomorrow. Like I said, depending on Slovakia's results later today, that could be the game for a place at the Paralympics. 2 seconds remaining now on the game, as you'll see one final face-off. Hopefully one final face-off. Kuritbayev cannot win the puck. And that is the end of the game here for game 10 of the tournament, game 1 of today. What a great performance from Korea. I think we've seen a bit more from this team, especially that top line. Siwoo scoring, oh, how many was it now? 5 goals? Great work. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 goals for Siwoo there. Nearly making it a double hat trick, but what performance from this team. Of course, Kazakhstan with yet another loss, not managing to score a single goal in this game. Again, coming into this competition as final seeds. But will we see a suspension come in tomorrow for that slashing? And how much will that damage the team? They are very close to minimum numbers already. But we will now hear who the best players are. I'll be surprised if it's not Siwoo for Korea. Great for Qualification to get some game time as well for Kazakhstan. But for Team Kazakhstan, their best player is number 4, Shomanov. Number 4, Sundat Shomanov. Great game. Great defensive work as well, shutting down Korea a few times. But Team Korea, their best player award goes to number 33, Cho Young Jae. Excited to see Korea take on Slovakia tomorrow. Depending on Slovakia's result tonight, it could be, like I said, a game for a final spot for them. We're going to take just a few moments now as we will listen to the national anthem of Korea. to Team Korea as they find themselves in a good spot now to qualify. Obviously, it depends on many of the other results that go on today. And of course, it all comes down to tomorrow. Later on, we'll be back to see Japan take on Sweden. Excited for that. I've been excited by the things we've seen from Japan. And really excited to see if Sweden can make something happen.